viewers, and you're welcome to Talking Sports on Honorable TV, as we will be having it on our grassroots basis every segment and every edition. And today we'll be showing you how grassroots sports is being run, and no other local government has a roadmap not than Ifako, Ijaiye local government, who in the past have had their launching in sports. And on Talking Sports, we go straight to the local government to hear them out, to see how they run things, and with these facilities being the major work of Ifako as the roadmap for grassroots, engaging the youth, taking them away from the slum, putting them to limelight. And we'll be going straight into the local government, where we'll be talking with the secretary of the committee, that's the sporting committee, in person of the head of Agric, in person of Mr. Johnson, Oriola, Olawole. Yes, we'll be going in to have a chat with him on Talking Sports on Honorable TV. I am Bello Omotunde, your anchor, as I'll be driving you around the world of sports on this segment of Talking Sports on Honorable TV. What do you think is the intention behind the motive of Prince Usman and Hamzat using sports as the driving force for the youth?
Well, thank you very much for having me. The administration of Honorable Usman and Hamzat, the executive chairman of the local government, being one of the youths that was voted for in the Ifako, feel that there is need to bring the youths together. For a very long time, most of the youths were just moving here and there. They don't have access to various sporting activities that can expose them to the entire world. But when this man came, he feels that there is need for him to bring them together, because sports in general is a unifying factor that brings every youth together. And without sports, no local government can move forward. But with the sports coming on board, we discover that a lot of the youths were showing interest to exhibit their talents. And by so doing, when they do that to the entire world, the local government is trying to sell out most of this the youths that are so enormous, to ensure that they expose their talents into the entire world. So bringing them together is very key, and has been doing that. So I give kudos to the Executive Chairman for bringing the youths together.
The first round of the games are over now, and they are about going into the second round. What can you call your assessments concerning the participation, the organization, and what it entails entirely?
Very perfect, very perfect. Because from the beginning of the competition, we've seen a lot of teams showing interest, and they have been actually participating in the games. And the games are well organized. There is security. We've not gotten any chaos, riots, or whatsoever. It shows that the youths themselves, they were trying to sell themselves out, and they are actually participating, and at the same time playing the game according to the rules. So there is much interest that every teams have shown, and from the beginning, the first round has come and gone. It is perfectly okay. Now, I want to give kudos to the organizers of the meet for their sporting enthusiasm that they bring into the organization of this particular competition. Having met with the sports committee of the local government, that they have virtually put their zeal. Even the meet committee, they also put up their zeals together. And with the cooperation of the executive chairman, everything went well. The first round is okay, and we are looking forward to see the second round being the best as well.
From our investigation in Talking Sports, we realized that some scouts have been coming around right from the first round of the games, and some players have been penned down out of their discipline and their good performance on the pitch of play.
I must say what has happened since the beginning of the administration of the executive chairman. We discovered that the first competition we did was the inter-world competition. And you know the inter-world competition is very fantastic. Everybody in Lagos State, even at the state government level, they were giving produce to the local government. And people that watch those games, they definitely know that everything is well done. And you see the good characters each and every one of the players exhibited during the course of the competitions shows that they are mature enough and they want to sell out the name of the local government. And by so doing, you see some of these groups coming in to fish for these young guys in terms of sports development, most especially in football, because they know definitely that football is one of the best sporting events that in Nigeria it is a unifying factor. So everybody is keying into the football. And then the teams have been, those what's it called?
Scouts.
Those people scouting for them, they have actually shown that with them coming here and seeing those guys, they've been having interest in them, and each and every one of them have been calling them and they've been putting down their names so that with the talents they have, it will be exhibited, and then they will be able to promote whatever sporting enthusiasm each and every one of these teams which they have, and it's being sold out to the entire world. So the mission of the chairman is gradually being accomplished.
What can you say with that stadium coming to life in Ifako? What contribution will it have to the local government as a whole?
In fact, we want to give kudos to the executive governor of Lagos. The facility has been there for so long, and then the youths have been utilizing it. But with what is on ground now, for them to rehabilitate, the state government to rehabilitate, definitely you will just find out that a lot of the youth will be able to utilize the facilities. And by so doing, you will definitely see most of them coming out with the zeal to play football, basketball, and every other sporting activities there, because I believe in a stadium you have variety of sporting facilities, and I believe the youths, as far as I know them in Ifako, they will definitely utilize the stadium. We only try to encourage the state government to quickly work on it and get the stadium ready, so that the rest assured that the stadium will be utilized to the maximum.
Is it that you have youths that are so enthusiastic about sports, that is why you are using this as a driving force in Ifako?
You see, once you have a leader that's leading a right, definitely the followers too will definitely follow that. So that's why I always want to give kudos again to the executive chairman, because he himself, being part of the youth from the beginning, he has been part of them. They've been playing together, they've been working together, and so on. So he doesn't want to leave them. He tries to encourage the youth in Ifako to participate in sports, because if you look at what is happening in the field of sports nowadays, virtually all over the world, the football is selling.
Yes.
And everybody wants to be like DJ Kucha, Kanu Wako, and the rest of them. So you see, a lot of them, because they have that zeal and they've seen somebody that's supporting them. So definitely, they don't want to miss that chances. And for those of us that are working here, and for the fact that we've seen what is going on and what the chairman is actually working towards, we don't have option than to follow him, to support him, to assist him, so that he can realize that vision that he has for the youth. And just throw anything on sports out, the youths are ready to catch it. So the FIFA virtual thing, they are ready. Virtually all the youths in Ifako, you just call them once, they are ready to answer you twice, because they want to make name. And the chairman is working towards making sure that they become somebody in life.
Over 68 teams that submitted their form out of 128 that took the form. And they all participated and they are moving into the next round. The playing facilities in Ifako, will you encourage the local governments to expand their playing fields?
Well, you see, the youth actually will try to manage what we have. We're having about 1 or 2 pitches now that we're using. For us to have about 68 teams in the first round trying to come in, the organizers of the competition try to maximize their time. The fact that we don't have much fields in Ifako, we have about 1 or 2 that we are managing. I think when the stadium is okay, it will have been an added advantage for us to make use. But with it, we'll still make use of what we have. And it depends on the organizers. Because I believe that we even play over the weekends, Saturdays, Sundays. And with the next round coming, we'll actually want to extend it to probably during the week, so that at least we should be able to ensure that every team did play when they're supposed to play. So the arrangement is there. We have made the perfect arrangement that the 2 schools we are using, of talking to the authorities, and we are sure that there won't be any hitch. We'll move ahead, and all teams, depending on time allocated to each and every one, we can have as much as about 3 matches in a day in order for us to accommodate everything during that short period of time. So, and that has been what we've been doing, and I think we'll still do the same to ensure that everyone is taking
as a partner with the local government. How come the marriage, and do you think the marriage is working smoothly and achieving the same goals?
You see, the team, that is the need. They need a company that comes together, that came together with the local government partner. They themselves, they are perfectly okay, because I know they are small of us and they have that zeal. So for local government, the leader of the team also have his own zeal. The committee members too, they are not relenting. So everything works together. That collaboration is very, very okay. And because every one of the committee members and they need committee, they bring ideas, and then we'll sit together, we'll look at it, can this one work, can this one work, and then we'll try to come together with everybody putting his experience on ground. And at the end of the day, we're achieving the set goal. So the 2 teams, both the mid and the local government, we are focused. And because we are focused, we are working towards the set goal, and that is what we are achieving. So the 2 teams, both the mid and the local government team, they are very, very fantastic. So I love them.
Sports as a means of livelihood, what would be your advice to them entirely?
Well, I want to advise the youths that have not keyed into the football competition that is coming in, that has been coming up in Ifako. They should be able to come. Let them come and watch what is going on. From there, I believe their interest will come on board. So I want to advise every one of them, those of them that are still behind, let them come and emulate what is going to happen, because football is going to football will take them to a very good height if actually they show the interest in participation of football competition. Yeah, apart from that, not only football alone, the local government very soon the table tennis competition will be coming up. And by March, after this one, we'll go into the table tennis competition. All arrangements are set, and then we'll expect the youth to. So at any point in time, every sporting activities will be one after the other. Then they will see that Ifako, local government, will continue to lead in terms of sports. And I want to advise the other local governments that are not keen to sporting competition to please do that. because in the present situation, that's the only way you can hold on to the youth. You can't just leave them to start roaming about, but by the time you introduce sports to them, bring them in, and you just discover that all this truancy and every other things that will always happen within the youth will not be there. They will concentrate on sport development, and because they know they have a target, and they can be Ronaldo, they can be anybody, also especially the stars. So I want to advise the other local governments to emulate the executive chairman of the local government, and also the youth too. They should be ready to participate in the sporting activities coming up.
With Mr. Johnson, do you have any other maybe parting shots or a farewell talk that you just want to advise the youth generally outside the Ifako?
Thank you very much. I want the youth to come together, to work alongside with others to ensure that we develop sports in the Ifako. The sky is the limit. Talk about any competition, Ifako is ready to bring up various competitions, and we implore the youth to take advantage, and then they will surely have a better thing to say about that local. Thank you very much.
It's a wonderful time with the Secretary General of the committee. Now we know where the driving force is coming, where both parties, the private and the executive, have this understanding about what they want, and that is why it is going. We want to say thank you for the local government under the leadership of the executive chairman, Prince Usman Hamzat and the entire committee, members of sports in Ifako for having Honorable TV and the member crew of Talking Sports today. We will be taking you round the games in the second round, like you said in all the interviews. I know you must have enjoyed it one way or the other. Our chat with Mr. Johnson, Oriola, Olawale, who has really taken us through the Ifako games, and we want to prepare your mind that it's a juicy one. In our subsequent edition, you'll be seeing things and you'll be having a chat. I will be leaving you in the hands of my crew and the whole of Talking Sports crew. I am Bello of Motoday, your anchor on the show. Don't forget, our next edition will surely be coming out on Honorable TV. Keep watching, subscribe onto the channel, and you shall enjoy more of sports at the grassroots level. I am Bello of Motoday. Have a wonderful time.